Hello YouTube, we are here outside a charity shop again. You may recognise it if you have been watching a few of my charity shop videos recently, because this is where I picked up loads of clothes one time, came back again, got one item of clothing, but did pick up that pretty awesome lamp that was in the shop next door there, kind of furniture side, because these are two pretty large shops. So today I've got, again, about 3 hours. I'm going to go into this shop, going to head into the town, see what we can find in there. I found some really nice bits last time, real bargains. It was a toss-up between coming here and going to Whittam, which is where I got the bamboo furniture, both of which have now sold. So £50 on those, sold one for 150 and one for 80. So £50 into £230 within, what, a couple of weeks? So well worth looking out for, especially the big shelving unit style bamboo thingy-majiggies. But yeah, today we are heading out again into the charity shops, see if we can find some bargains, and I will share with you what we find along the way. Let's go. I think this will be the first grabs. Marks & Spencer Heritage Knitwear, £4. Really decent, big chunky knit, and there was two of them, and they are very, very good condition. Probably like 20 quid or something each. Well, a bit dry in there today, just those two jumpers, but should be maybe £30-ish profit in them too, so not too bad. Now we'll go into the furniture shop. Not every day you walk into a charity shop and Joe Budden's playing in the background. True. Right, I forgot to record when I came out of that last shop, but there was nothing in there except for the enjoyment of walking around a charity shop listening to Joe Budden, because how many charity shops do you go in where they're blasting out Joe Budden? Pump it up. So yeah, that was a bit different, but I've come into the town now and I'm about to head out into 15-degree heat. I don't know why it's so warm on this February day, but I'm not complaining. But yeah, let's get into the town, and fingers crossed, a repeat performance of the last time I was here. We've gone from Joe Budden Pump It Up to dead silent. Look, everything in here is £1, so I think that's a pretty cool little vintage jumper there. Miss Sparks, made in Britain. Grab that for £1. We'll take this one as well. Brook Taverner, Merino and Cashmere jumper. If you watched my video before, I came up here and decided against it, but I've come in here and I think I'm gonna have a little wander through, and straight away I found this. Had to go now. Little top, kind of fleecy bit, ladies. Nice little hit on the arm, embroidered down there, so that'd be £2. I got it wrong. Prices are over there, it's changed. It always used to be £1, but now tops are £2. Coats £4, shoes too, so yeah, that'll be £2. Right, it was just way too quiet in that shop for me to talk, so I'll quickly show you in there, but I'll get them out at the end and have a proper look. But yeah, got this kind of vintage style jumper. I've sold a jumper with that jumper brand on it before, £3.50, 100% wool. This one here, Winfield Classic. Again, this is really nice. It's really heavyweight. Again, 100% wool. It was £7, but I'll show you a bit more about that at the end as well. We'll head back to the garage and have a proper look at all of these. And then this really old school vintage Laura Ashley. It's like tartan, bit of lace around the collar. It had been knocked down to £6 from £12.50, so I think I'll do quite well on that. But yeah, we'll have a proper look at them, we'll get them out of the bag. But for now, let's get back into some shops. So just to show you here that there was a pair of shoes on here for 99p, and when I show you them what they are, I don't think you'll quite believe it, because you can see these ones are priced up £2 for these Zara green leather shoes. They don't even look like they've been worn, so nice on that. These have been worn, but I think I can clean these up a bit. There's a bit of a scuffing and stuff on the side, but I think that'll brush off. But they are the cost. And where's the other one? You'll see that they were also £2. I bought this tie. I don't get a signal in this shop, so this was all on a whim, but it was 20p, and it's 100% silk, and it's a nice paisley print. but there is absolutely nothing for this brand Buddha on eBay, so probably a bit of a fail on that one, but I couldn't leave it behind for 20p. This one was also another on a whim, 99p. Mill Shop Woolens, 100% botany wool, made in Scotland. Just like a little red button-up men's sleeveless top, cardigan type thing. But now, these are the 99p shoes. Yes, there is a bit of scuffing on them, but made in Italy. Can you see that there? Lanvin. Pair of Lanvin leather shoes for 99p. Now obviously they're going to need a bit of a clean up, they're a bit scratched, but at 99p for a pair of probably £800 roughly RRP shoes, absolutely mad find. Whew. On to the next shop. Our final shop of the day. Let's head in here, see if we can finish on a high. Right, back in the car now. Definitely didn't get any footage in that shop because I've been in there probably 30 seconds to a minute, and obviously, yes, I understand this is quite a big bag. I had it sat down on the floor as I'm going through the rails, and a man came and approached me and said, can you move your bag? Can you go and put your bag by the till point? But not just that, he actually said, because it looks very suspicious what you're doing. So wow, okay, like fair, I get it, I'm not annoyed or anything. I understand that this is a big bag and it blows my mind, but I am pretty sure that, you know, charity shops do have theft, so that's a shame. But then he proceeded to follow me around the entire shop. No word of a lie, I didn't have the bag, I was just holding items of clothing, so I'm not sure where he thought I was going to hide them. But anyway, has that ever happened to you? Because that's the first time that's ever happened to me before, and I'm always in charity shops with a massive IKEA bag. But anyway, I did get some quite nice pieces in there as well. A couple of Joseph Turner quarter zip tops, really cool Reebok kind of vintage, I think it's got Team Reebok on the back there, that's really nice, and some Billabong trousers. So as I said earlier, we're gonna get back now. I haven't got time obviously to show this now. I've got to jump in the car. Well, I'm in the car, got to go and pick up my daughter from school, get back, get my son from his school, and then we'll get back in the garage and we'll run through what I picked up today and what I expect to achieve back on eBay. Right, we are back in the garage. It is not the same day, it is the next day. Didn't really have time yesterday to be going through all of the stuff I picked up, but I've done it today. So I will show you what I picked up, what we paid, and what we expect to be able to fetch back on eBay for it. So the first pickup of the day was these Marks and Spencer Heritage, was on the label. They cost £4 each. They're a medium, but they're very kind of big, oversized, chunky knits. £4, should be able to see back probably 25 quid each on those. So £8 into 50 to start with. That was all we got in that shop, wasn't it? Then moved on to the shop next door. There was nothing in there. So we headed into the town. And the first bit I picked up in the town was this kind of vintage purple. That is actually embroidered, that bit there. Tag says Miss 60, made in Britain. Got a cool little collar detail on there as well. And everything in this shop, top wise, is £2. So that cost £2. I don't think there's going to be mega money in it, but should be able to see back. I think I'll probably list it for like £17.99. So we'll say £18 on that one. Then in the same shop, we had the Brook Taverner jumper. Sold a Brook Taverner jacket recently. I think they probably do a bit better. I think they're semi-known maybe for jackets, but yeah. Brook Taverner, and inside it does say merino wool and cashmere. It's 90% merino wool, 10% cashmere. Nice condition, again £2. Should hopefully see, probably same again, listed at £18. So not mega money, but just nice decent pieces of clothing. And then finally in that shop, when I head upstairs, there is a lot in the upstairs. I didn't even go through it the last time I went in there, but I went through it a bit more this time. Wasn't really much to write home about, but we did find this Patagonia top. I do think it's quite washed. It's a bit like worn out, but I'll get the debobbler over it.
It's a bit faded, but yeah, Patagonia is a brand that sells pretty well. I think I'll probably just list that at a bargain price. So if we say, what have I put on that? 20 quid there for that. Cost £2. Should hopefully see back about 20. And that was it in that shop, wasn't it? Then we moved on to, it's only just down the road, a little shop down the road. And they've changed around quite a bit in there. I didn't get any footage in, but they've got so many more clothes than they did before. They've changed where they had their railings, and there's a lot more on offer now, and some pretty good prices. So I have picked up this brand before. It's just it's weird. It's called Jumper, but it also has a picture of like a horse jumping. So yeah, don't really know what that means, if it's relevant to that horse jumping rather than it actually being a jumper. But it is it's wool, 100% pure new wool. And yeah, this was £3.50, and I will be listing this for 25 quid. I think we should be able to achieve that. It's nice. And in the same shop, I've got 2 more items in here. Walked over to the men's and saw this sitting there on the rail. Stood out obviously because of its colour. It was quite obvious it was hanging on the rail, but this is, you know, you can't probably make out in the video, but it's very thick, and it's also like lined, so it's like a kind of wind breaker style. I know a lot of golf tops have this, but obviously this is Scandinavian, so when you're out in the fjords, brand is actually called Wind Fjord, you're going to be keeping nice and warm with this. Pure new wool. It's got a little hit on the arm as well there, but it was £7, so I was pushing the boat out on it. But I did do a little quick look in the shop, and there are no current listings at all. There are only solds, which is obviously always a good sign. So I think I'm going to push the boat out a bit. I'm going to list that for 60, which does match some of the solds. It's below some other solds, but they're a bit more kind of Fair Isle designs to them, and obviously that's a bit plainer. But I think with it being the only one listed, good strong size as well, XL, should be able to hopefully achieve 60 quid on that. And then the last item we got was this Laura Ashley dress. Let me just pop this on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Here we go. Hopefully you can see that in all its glory, but it's a pretty old one. It's a nice old Laura Ashley tag on there. It is a size UK 10, 55% wool, 45% cotton. Nice kind of lace. I think, well, I saw someone has listed it on eBay as a Peter Pan collar. I'm not sure if that's a real official thing, but obviously kind of tartan style as well. Yeah, really nice. And for some unknown reason, it was £12.50 and it had been reduced down to £6. So I think even at £12.50, it's not a terrible buy, but at £6, I think it makes it a really good buy, because there is actually somebody achieved the sale, slightly different colour, but the same dress for £80 on eBay. So I shall be going exactly the same as well and listing that for 80. Fingers crossed we shall be able to achieve that. Then what do we get? So on to the next shop. So this next shop, it's where I got the Edwin jeans for 99p, the All Bar Brown for 99p, that Nike t-shirt for 2 quid was it? And I've got a few other bits in there as well, I think. But it is a real low price shop, which, do you know what, I think is a good idea, because as charity shops, as we know these days, they are so packed full of stock that why not just turn it over? Why not just get it gone, rather than, you know, I was in some of those shops yesterday and the rails are just, I don't know about you guys when you're in charity shops, but I tend to get to the rail and kind of push it along so I can flick through them. And the rail, you can't, it just won't move. You're trying to push it and it's so cram packed that you struggle to even see what the items are. But yeah, get it in and get it gone would be my style if I was to run a charity shop. Don't have to be dirt cheap, but just, you know, reasonable prices that people are actually going to buy them. This is kind of the opposite. This is real low prices. But anyway, moving on to what we actually grabbed. I've got this Mill Shop Woolens. Not a brand I've ever seen before. made in Scotland, 100% botany wool, and as I say, dirt cheap, 99p. It's like a sleeveless cardigan button top thing there, but 99p. There's actually not a huge amount on this brand on eBay, but I think we should be able to achieve about 20 for it. Now, I don't have signal in that shop for whatever it is. It's just one of those shops that when you walk in the door, your signal just completely and utterly vanishes. So all of this is picked up just either with a bit of knowledge or a bit of I think that that's all right. So we've got that one in there. Right, I forgot to bring this one over. I did also pick this up because it was on the video, so I may as well show it. It's just a paisley tie, kind of gold and red paisley, and it was 100% silk, so I picked it up because it was 20p by a brand called Buddha. But from looking on eBay afterwards, there is absolutely nothing for any Buddha ties, and 100% silk paisley ties at best I'm probably going to achieve about £5 or £6. So if you don't mind, we'll forget about that. Right? It was 20p and I got charged 50p. God, I think I can let them off for the bargains, but yeah, I'm gonna forget that one. It's not worth it. It wasn't worth picking up. But we got that. We got the Woolovers top, not Woolovers, Mill Shop Woolen or whatever it was, and we got these shoes. So I did actually see these ones first, which were these green Zara ones. So they're like a nice green leather. I don't think they've been worn. Look at that. That is some shine on the bottom there. They're a size 9, made in Portugal. Very, very nice kind of green tassel leather shoes. And they were marked up at £2. Now, they were sitting on this kind of mini shelf, so they were there, and right next to them were these brown ones. So I hadn't actually seen the Lanvins at this point. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. It may well be like Lanvin or something. Please let me know if it is. But the Zaras, I'm pretty sure we can probably achieve 25 quid on them. They are brand new, so they'll be like new other. The Lacostes, they're like a loafer, like driving shoe. There is, where was the scuff? I did show you the scuff. It's already gone down with a bit of a brush, and I think with a bit of a clean and polish, they'll look pretty good. Just need to get all of that stuff off the bottom. Should be able to achieve £30 on those from £2. And then when I went to the till, obviously I had those two shoes and I had these two shoes. I was fully expecting that because they were £2, these were going to be £2 as well. But as you saw from the video earlier, she put them through at 99p. So I have a pair of more than likely probably 7 to 8, but I think from looking on the website it could easily be in the region of £800 grey leather tassel Lanvin loafers. And you know, they're not bad condition at all. Just the detailing on them is very nice, kind of the little metal on the tips there. But yeah, they do need a bit of a polish up, try and get rid of these scratches. I'll need to see what we can do there. Oh, I'll tell a lie, there was a price on it, look. After all of that, I didn't even know. So that's why they were 99p, because it had a sticker on saying 99p. I hadn't noticed that because they were both inside the shoe. This was actually on the bottom, so these were priced at 99p. Unbelievable. But you know, I'm not complaining. That's what we're here to do. I'm more than happy to pay the prices that charity shops ask. That we can't do anymore. If they ask for huge prices, good luck to them. You know, I hope that they get them. I genuinely do. But you know, we move on and we move to the shop where there's items that are slightly more affordable, or shops where it's just absolutely dirt cheap. So that was the second from last shop. Then we moved on to the last shop, where the guy obviously thought I was dodgy as hell, and as soon as I walked in, he's asking me to put my bag at the side of the till, and then proceeds to follow me around the entire shop. But this is what we got in there. So this, I really like this. Is it a keeper? I don't know. I might try it on and see. I really like the colour. But yeah, Reebok Athletic. it's got size large on there, but you can't actually work out the size, so I need to do some measurements and maybe give it a try on, because it's been cut there. It's on like I'm not very good with Reebok tags, to be honest. I don't really, do I even own anything Reebok? I don't think so. Reebok's not really a brand that I've used much over the years. But yeah, Team Reebok on the back, really nice condition. Little tag on the shoulder as well there. But even the tag inside is it's a bit too washed out, so can't really make a great deal out on it. But it was £3, and I've seen, is it Domino Vintage? I think they're quite a big like vintage seller, maybe wholesaler, I can't remember, but I've seen their website, and they've sold quite a few of these from anywhere between £45 and £60, the same design in different colours. So I think we will put, well, I said £50 on that, 50 quid for that jumper. I might wear it a little bit, see how it fits, because I do like the look of it. But yeah, we'll see. But 50 quid from 3 quid for that jumper, very nice. Picked up these Billabong trousers as well, but I thought they'd be worth a bit more. £3.50, size 32, like a kind of brown check going on there. It's got a nice embroidered bit on the back as well here. There we go. But yeah, not really worth a great deal. I think probably going to put 35 quid. I wish. Probably 15 quid. If I had signal in that shop, it's hit and miss in here. You have to go to certain parts of the shop. I'd have probably had a little searching from what I'd have seen. I'd have probably left them, but we got them. 15 quid. Maybe they might go for like a tenner on Vinted or something. And then the last pickup was 2 of these Joseph Turner quarter zip, nice heavy cotton. Yeah, really good condition, kind of zip up. Ugh. It won't zip up. This is what we'll go in the outtakes. There we go. It's zipped up. So we've got a red one, which was it £3 or £3.50? Yep, £3 on that. And we've got a kind of navy blue one as well. £3 on that. And from looking at similar items that have sold, I think there was one that was pretty much identical. We should be able to achieve £20 each on them. So 6 quid for the pair should return about £40. So there we go. That was my trip into Braintree this time. Not quite the same level of stuff as I picked up the last time I was there, but still some really, really nice things. I mean, to be able to pick up a pair of £800 retail shoes for 99p is pretty mad, really. So, you know, I'm chuffed to be able to have found that. I've never found that brand before. Something told me that I'd seen it in the past, which made me grab them. But yeah, you could feel the quality, you could see the quality in them. So that was a really, really nice find. I should have been posting up some kind of figures, some screenshots of what we've got. I think the total spend on the day was £49, give or take, with the 50p for the tie. And I should be getting a listing price of about £511 off that. When you're taking off fees and all of that kind of jazz, probably looking at in the region of 400 quid-ish profit on those items, if they all sell and if they don't go for horrendous discounts and offers sent out. But I think it's relatively quality goods. Certainly the more expensive items should go for around the price that I've said. And do you know what I've just suddenly thought? I don't think I said a price on the Lambins, did I? I think what I'm thinking, because there's some real skewed prices. You've got some crazy high prices being asked, and then some, you know, average prices. But I'm thinking, to be on a sensible kind of vibe, I'm going to ask 60. So they're not in the best condition, obviously. They're a bit scratched. We'll see how we can do with that. But yeah, 60 quid. Not much of these tassel kind of loafer style shoes listed at all. I don't think there was any on eBay. Found some on a few other different websites. But yeah, I think we'll say £60 on those. So that's it. So with fees, like I said, should be around the £400 mark, because we've got some quality gear there. And the more expensive items I fully expect to go, like the Laura Ashley, that Wind Fjord, they should be going on the full asking price. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please hit that like, hit subscribe if you want to see more reselling content going forward. Much appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.